Hello everyone, Tallara here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. When we left off last time, we had cheesed past the cultists down in the temple, and they allowed us to head to the mountain top, where we are supposedly going to help them corrupt Andraste's ashes. We're not going to do that, though. We are, however, going to make our way up to the top of this mountain where the ashes are being held by some sort of mysterious guardian. On the way, there is a dragon that...
Real careful.
As Alistair said, we are going to be careful about the dragon. It's straight ahead, right up there, taking a little nap, if you can see that lump up on the cliff. That's the dragon that the cultists believe is actually the reincarnated spirit of Andraste. But apparently, it seems to be letting us by, I guess because the cultists said that we are working with them. We'll see if it wants to attack us on the way back, but for right now, we're in the clear, I think. Fingers crossed. Oh wait, who are these people? People up ahead. Oh, they're the cultists. Okay, they're not going to attack us, because again, they think we're on their side. I like this. Backstabbing people is the way to go. So I wonder, if we hadn't actually agreed with the cultists' plan, and had actually won that battle and been able to get through here, I guess we would have had to fight the dragon next, hey? Wow, that would have been probably even more of a difficult battle. Spooky dragon tail. Spooky dragon tail is gone! Spooky dragon is here!
Great Andraste, I pray you, stay your wrath. I bring before you your champion, who will fall upon your enemies as a cleansing flame, paving the way for your glory. O beloved Andraste, O holy Andraste, we praise your name.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping she was just gonna eat him. But it looks like she understands us to some degree. I mean, she left us alone, so she has some understanding of human language.
To the beloved Andraste. She will let you pass.
Thank you. I'm just gonna say thank you. I'm not gonna get into anything here.
We await your triumphant return. Go, show yourself to be Andraste's true champion.
That's me, her totally true champion. Okay, so it looks like back in the mountains there's another sort of temple building back here. There's a lot going on up in these frost peaks that I feel like most humans or elves or dwarves don't normally get the chance to experience. So this building is called the Gauntlet, which is kind of an ominous name. I'm assuming there's gonna be traps. Hello?
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the urn of sacred ashes. I have waited years for this.
For someone to take the ashes?
No one can take the ashes. They belong here. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
I feel like this is the first sort of proof we've had that maybe the Maker was real, because this guy is clearly not a regular human. He sounds very ghostly. He's been here for very, very long. So he clearly has been imbued with some sort of power, so this is kind of interesting. I'll say that dragon out there is not really Andraste, is she?
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative.
I really like your helmet. Your helmet kind of reminds me of a dragon, to be fair. Mr. Guardian, sir.
A true believer would not require or audacious displays of power.
How did the belief spread to the rest of the disciples?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced.
Good, good. Would you like me to get rid of these disciples? I use the word disciples loosely.
The Maker will sit in judgment of them when the time comes.
Okay, I'd like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to cure a noble man.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is this gauntlet? I mean, I probably can figure out what it is, but you may as well tell me.
The Gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Alright, let's get this over with then.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. By the time you reached Shiani, she was broken, brutalized. You were too late.
How do you
Tell
know
me,
that?
Pilgrim, did you fail Shiani?
What? No, I didn't fail her. I did everything I could, but before I answer that, how do you know of my past?
Your path is laid out before me and plain to see. In the lines of your face and the scars on your heart. Do you believe you failed Shiani?
No. Vaughn is the villain, not me.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up
Jesus, the Guardian
for
is
the
going
attention?
in on Liliana
I did
here.
not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck.
Interesting.
And
Poor
may you
Liliana.
find what you seek.
Her spiritual gauntlet was much harsher than the other two's, but okay. I guess now we had to go through the gauntlet. Which at first I thought was going to be a series of physical trials, which, I mean, I'm sure there will be physical trials in here, but feels like they might be spiritual as well, so this should be interesting. Alright, gang. You ready? Let's do this. Oh, we got some ghosts in here. Ghosty ghosts. I guess we have to talk to them. Hello, Disciple Cather.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Oh, is the first room a riddle contest? Okay, hang on. Let me hear that again, please. I was paying attention, but I didn't realize until the end it was a riddle, so let's hear that again.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Sounds like hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Okay. So I guess we gotta answer a whole bunch of riddles. That's pretty cool. Before we move, I'm a little bit confused about the lore here, so let me just check my codex. Why did the Tevinter kill Andraste? Maybe someone is gonna be in the comments like, Tiff, how do you not know this? But I need a refresher, so hang on, let's see if we can find an explanation here in the codex. Okay, so I didn't actually have the codex entries for this. We might be missing them. So I just did a quick Google search, and I'll share with you guys what I found. Essentially, Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium just because she was trying to take them down. They were very brutal people. For a time they had enslaved her. They enslaved elves as well, so she basically just worked to like tear down the system essentially, and it was during this that she started to get visions and started to hear things from the Maker. But ultimately it was her husband who betrayed her. Her husband's name was Mophareth, and he betrayed her and handed her over to Tevinter, and then she was executed. So that's the reason why Tevinter doesn't like her, is because she literally rebelled against their whole state. So that's very interesting. And I remember reading now about Mophareth's betrayal through his friend Havard's Aegis. Do you remember this was a shield that we picked up that Alistair was using? Havard was Mophareth's closest friend. And Mophareth brought Havard with him to meet with the Tevinters, and that's when he handed Andraste over to be executed. Havard was unwilling to draw swords against his friend and his liege, but he placed himself between Andraste and the Tevinter soldiers. The Tevinters struck him down, and Mophareth left him for dead. Oh, maybe the Guardian actually is Havard, because he didn't actually die. Andraste knelt at his side, saying, "Rise, Aegis of the Faith, the Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with new strength, he gathered up Andraste's remains and carried them safely back to the lands of Almari. So I bet that's actually who the Guardian is. It's Andraste's husband's best friend, who tried to protect her in the final moments. So that was a bit of a deep dive into the lore there, guys, but I feel good that I understand a little bit more here, so. Alright, back to the riddles!
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Can you repeat that?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy, maybe?
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get some Andraste backstory through these riddles and stuff anyway, but...
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
I got this one, easy. The mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy?
Yes, jealousy drove me.
This is
to
Mophrith
betray.
here, her husband.
I was the greatest general.
So
of
we are
all.
learning more. He was jealous and that's
But
why he
beside
betrayed her.
I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
I mean... pretty bad when you're so friggin' jealous of your wife that you have her executed.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Well, she seems like a nice lady.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Repeat that, please?
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home, maybe?
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal.
Oh, this
and
must be
death.
Andraste's mother.
I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Yeah, we're really meeting the whole supporting cast here.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune?
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Okay. All the riddles solved. That opened the door, so I'm assuming that was test number 1.
Hey.
Oh, Shiani?
Who else? It's good to see you, I suppose. Life out there's been good to you, hasn't it? You're respected even among humans. Do you remember us? Where you came from? And what some of us still face every day?
Yes, I do, Shiani.
You don't even feel much anymore when you remember it, do you? You've moved on, past the horror of that night. I envy you. You've gone on to other things, things I can only dream of. You have a great task to complete. I want you to take this. I think you should have it. Seeing you now gives me hope. For all of us.
What did she give me? I have no idea. No clue. She gave me something. But, I mean, I want to get back to the alienage and visit. We couldn't get in the last time we were in Denerim. I really hope we can in the future so I can help everybody out and see how everyone's doing. Oh, okay. Here comes the combat trial. We're fighting Alice. We're fighting us, but in ghost form. The whole party's here. That's kind of cool, actually. Ah, shit. Ghost us were really strong. Okay. Let's try that again. Man, we are so strong. That was better that time, but we still didn't make it. Okay. Shadow us. Gotta get our shit together. Alright, I think we got it this time. Goes to show how nice our party composition is, though, when Ghost Us kicked our ass a bunch of times. We'll take it as a W. Okay, so I guess that was challenge number 2. First one was riddles, second one was combat. Andraste loved her disciples as she loved the Maker. As we have faith in the Maker, so must we have faith in our friends.
See those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you?
Maybe, but clearly this is some sort of trust exercise, so off you go, Alistair.
Look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Hey, Wynn, can you stand on one too? Nice.
Hey.
Liana?
These are like stepping stones, aren't they?
Oh.
We have to take them one at a time to get across.
I see, and it takes 2 people to make them full. This really is the ultimate trust exercise. Okay, so we have to find a way to get the first one solid. Slow and steady. Please don't drop me, everyone. I'm in the middle of a big hole. Trust your judgment. Hey, I think we have it. Yay! Okay, that required a lot of trial and error, but we got it. Everyone's alive. Great work, team. Let's go. I see fire ahead. Ooh, this must be the last test? This wall of fire? This altar is little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly light and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. I think it means it wants us to strip! Alright, take off your equipment. Get naked, Talon. It's the moment of oh my god! Me and Alistair are so bloody, also. We're a good looking squad. Wynn, you have the sexiest old lady bod I've ever seen. Get it, girl. Alright. Let's go nudie Judy through the flames, everyone! Onward!
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Yay! We got our clothes back. Can you guys get through the fire? Yeah, but you're gonna burn, though. Well, alright. Let's do this. Let's get those ashes!
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here.
Seems like we have the right party for this moment. Everyone here is very respectful and in awe of this moment. But here are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. We will take a pinch of the ashes. You take a pinch of the ashes and place it in a leather pouch, and then we will leave the urn alone. And that's it. We got what we came for. Successful. The cultists aren't going to be happy that we didn't pour the dragon blood inside, but their loss.
Now is better than later.
Whoa, this unfortunate adventurer had some good stuff on him. Some chests here. Not only are we getting ashes, we getting loot up in Andraste's final resting place. Oh no! We can't open it. Is there one on the other side? Come on. Yeah! Okay, we got that one. Alright, let's get out of here. And, Colgrim is waiting for us outside, so I guess now's the time we get to fight him. I don't see the dragon, though, so we might be okay. We're definitely gonna save, though, before this encounter.
You have been to the urn, but Andraste has not been freed? What manner of treachery is this?
I owe you no explanation.
I should never have trusted you with this task. And now you will die! Behold the fiery vengeance of Andraste herself! Yeah!
Alright. Trying to kill this guy round 2. This time, he does not have his 2 mages, so he is down 2 members of his party opposed to if we had fought him earlier, which I was unable to defeat his party of 5 earlier. Hopefully just his party of 3 here will be easier for us to take on. Oh yeah, his party of 3 is way easier. Not having the priest freezing me and blasting me with magic from behind is much better. Down you fall, crazy cultists!
Make a preserve. Well.
Alright, down goes Colgrim and gang. Let's loot their bodies. And Colgrim had... Ooh, he's got good stuff on him. Colgrim's horn. If you use this horn at the top of the mountain overlooking the village of Haven, you can summon the High Dragon! Whoa! Okay, so we can fight that High Dragon. I'm not gonna do that now. I feel like we have to get stronger before we do that, but we can do that now that we have the horn. And he had a really nice battle axe and stuff on him, so we will take that. Oh, there's more cultists out here that want to fight me. Yep. Thank God for us that the dragon did decide to stick around, or this would have been a lot harder. Alright. The ashes have been gotten, the cultists have been culled, and we are ready to get off this mountain. Looks like there might be a shortcut over here to get back. Aha, perfect. Hey, Brother Genitivi, we're back!
welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
The urn? Yes.
What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Grueling. There were tests.
Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
I don't know. I don't know if it's wise, to be honest with you. Many people will probably try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have no...
Oh my god! Win!
Can you say the same of your brethren?
What is wrong with you?
So everyone comes by and...
Clearly she was afflicted by some sort of spell that hasn't worn off yet.
I will spread this good news.
Oh god, that was very shocking. Sorry, okay. I'll just say, I suppose you're right, I shouldn't be selfish. I mean, I'm just not gonna get involved if everyone comes and takes all the ashes, whatever. I mean, I think the Guardian will probably do a good job of keeping people out, but I'm not gonna get involved in Chantry politics, so whatever.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Alright, well, we got out of that relatively unscathed, besides Wynn's face. And, other than that, everybody, we have came and gotten what we needed. We have finally retrieved the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and we can go heal our friend Arl Eamon. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me today. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time for more Dragon Age Origins.